In this video, I want to answer the question, can you use my drone footage? The answer can be a yes, it can be a maybe, and it can also be to start. If it's a big no, if you're going to take my footage and end up being like this guy. Listen to this audio and
I don't like African vloggers. The reason why I don't like them, look, African vloggers, we don't support each other. That's one. Recently, I did a video about Ghana, okay? I was comparing Ghana and Kumasi. So what I did was, I went online and looked for a video which I can be talking about and then comparing the two. So I decided to use his video. And it was unfortunate that, you know, when you copy a video, you cannot use the logo on the video. You understand? Because if you haven't gotten in touch with the person, you cannot use the logo of the video or something. So I simply crop out the logo and I didn't use the video. I didn't use, the logo in the video. You understand? But, you know, the funny thing is,
he basically takes my footage, deletes away my my logo by cropping it out of the video. He does so with the intention that he doesn't want to offend me. The very thing, the watermark on my video that identifies my videos that I put on all my drone videos, he takes it away. By doing so, he's justifying that to mean he does not want to offend me. So he's basically doing me a favor by cutting away the very thing that identifies my video. If you're going to do that, then obviously you don't, I don't want you to use my footage. No, you can't use my footage. If that's your style, going to take my video without my permission, which in other words means you're going to steal my footage, try to make sure my video is never known and nobody can recognize it. That is a total no. Hi, my name is KhoPhi. I make videos on this channel and most of the videos are drone related about Ghana and places I've traveled to here in the country. And I've also covered some of the construction work going on in the country related to interchanges and stuff like that. I share them on my YouTube channel and most of these videos are something that people like and enjoy watching, to see some of the construction work going on in the country, which has led to some of my footage being taken without my permission and the need for me to make this video. So it's not helpful and encouraging to take somebody's video without their permission and end up kind of like insulting them. It doesn't help because it involves a lot of work, and if you've seen my previous video, the length some of us go to get the right equipment to shoot the videos we want to shoot, so that you can enjoy maybe a 3 minutes video here on the channel. It might have cost a lot more behind the scenes for you to get that video to watch. So the travels, you know, going around on my motorbike to remote places, sometimes far away, trying to get the nicest looking shots so as to share on my channel. And then you have people and organizations that take the footage and they don't even bother giving credit. So first of all, they don't ask permission to use the footage. Secondly, they make sure they don't give credits. For example, this guy deliberately deleting my logo from the video, according to him, not to offend me. And that has led to me striking some of the channels, to the extent that I've had one person question me, and I'm going to play the audio.
No, and send a picture you go baby, and me go ya me into wet me the okay the maintiasi. And I say be a use picture. Nah, I don't know. Say next time we use now my character. We to me use picture. Me my character say. Okay, I didn't know try the better.
So basically, for those of you who don't speak Twi, what he's telling me is that if I do not want people to use my pictures, my videos, why do I post them? Now that's one what do you call it? Is it the right word? Gaslighting, like making me doubt myself when it comes to my own content. Like, now I'm asking myself, if I don't want people to use it, why do I shoot it? And not to say I've only had bad experiences. Some have been really positive when it comes to my content and have had no issue buying my stock footage. So most of the videos are put online as stock where whoever is interested can purchase them. I remember striking one channel, and the channel just came back and was like, hey, sorry to have taken your video. What can I do to make it right? I shared a link to the stock footage of that video they've used. Within like the next 5 minutes, they've purchased the footage. I was like, cool, thank you. I went back to sent an email to YouTube to retract the copyright strike, and all was good. I was happy. I felt happy because that was the kind of respect I expect from other content creators like myself who are also starting up. It was a good experience, because I felt they actually respected the kind of work I do as a creator and was willing to support the work I'm doing. So some also reach out earlier before even using the footage, and they're like, yeah, I want to use this. How do I go about it? I remember a channel reached out and like, do we want to use the footage? We would give credit. And I'm like, well, cool. I also sell my footage as stock. So you might want to buy it to support me as well. Some do buy, others don't buy. That's fine. But that level of respect and trying to give some thought to what the content creator also goes through in trying to get this content and being in a position to support them, it's an amazing feeling, and that's what I would hope to see more of. I've seen some of my footage used on TV. Joy News have used my footage before. Some of my interchange videos, they've used it. They failed to give credits in the video. There was absolutely no mention of it. And you would imagine that stations like Joy News are in a position as organizations to support independent creators like myself by, buying the footage. Or at least, even if they are not going to buy the footage, the least they could do is give appropriate credits. But they use the footage, block out your watermark, and don't mention anything about it. They've also used my Kwame Nkrumah footage, that's Joy News, and they use the footage to tell a story, to make their news better, to do better presentation. It might be okay for them using it for their journalistic and editorial purposes, but the least they could do is offer credits. This footage is from there. It could be in their YouTube description. It could be part of the video that they are showing on screen, indicating that's the source of their video. That's the least they could do. But they take the video, they don't ask permission. They use a chunky part of the video, and about more than a minute of the Pokwasi video and 2 minutes of the Kwame Nkrumah interchange. That's a huge amount of length of video to use of a content creator where you don't give credits, you don't get permission, you also did not buy the footage, and you would expect organizations in a position to support independent content creators like myself, because my stock footage are cheap. You get them for 4K 30 frames per second in a flat profile, so you can go ahead to color grade them and do whatever you want. That's there, but they don't buy it. So let me explain what it means when you take someone's footage without paying them or supporting the work they are doing. And I'm going to use Joy News as a typical example in this case. So they have the resources to go out and shoot some of the footage they've used from me. They might not have liked whatever they shot themselves, or it wasn't good enough, or whatever. I don't know the reasons, but by them taking my footage, what they're essentially saying is, we like your video, we are going to use it to improve our storytelling on our channel, but we are not going to support you as an independent content creator. So what that means is, although we can help you by going on to capture more of this, we are not going to. So we are taking this and we don't care what is going to happen afterwards. So if you're not able to go out there and shoot more of this, that's none of our business. We don't care. We have the ones we want. That's it. What they fail to understand is, by supporting content creators like myself, it benefits them in the way that they can also end up getting footage like that to use, whereas they wouldn't need to put in resources on their side. And buying a footage to enhance your storytelling, your news and everything for $80 is not a lot to ask. So if the channel decides, well, let's just take their content, let's use it without anything, it's kind of, at best it's discouraging, and at worst it's insulting. But they keep on using those footage. And I was recently told GTV also used my footage, an interchange video, and some of the channels I've striked, I've had the saying that, oh, I'm a content creator, I'm starting up, I'm just a small channel. And I don't think that is a valid excuse, because I am also a small channel. I'm not a big channel, you know. So why are you stealing content from a small channel to also improve your small channel? I would have expected like small channels supporting each other, but you want to cripple a small channel to improve your small channel. At the end of the day, why are you killing a small channel so that you can grow, so that you can progress? I thought we could all grow together by supporting the content I provide. It's so difficult doing what I do, and so when people take my content and end up indirectly insulting me for being a wicked guy and being worse of a person and stuff like that, it doesn't help anybody, and it doesn't help themselves, because you are rather creating an environment where whoever you stole from is not in a position to keep making the content. It costs a lot of money to make the videos I do, to create the content I do, and I get no support back in terms of no, people are not buying my footage. They will rather steal it, and immediately you are like, oh, you can buy the footage, they go away. So in summary, can you use my footage? Yes, if you purchase my stock, you can use my footage. Maybe if you use my footage without asking permission from me, but you give appropriate credits and footage and use it in the right context, that I probably would be happy about. So in that case, sure, I have no issue using my footage. Maybe I'm going to be okay with it, maybe I'm not. Your best bet is to reach out and find out about that. And it's, can you use my footage? It's an absolute no. If you are not willing to buy the stock footage, you are not willing to give credit, you are deliberately going to ensure that nobody gets to know the footage came from me, and you are going to slap insults on me for trying to take down your video on YouTube. And all of this I'm saying is in the context of YouTube and what I've seen on TV channels. I personally don't watch TV, so, and I'm sure many people do not know my footage enough, so it's possible a lot more TV channels are using my video out there, and none of them is buying them or using it or giving credits or whatnot, which I might never know, because all the times I've known channels have used my footage is from friends. They are like, hey, I saw this video on this channel and what's up? Do you know about it? I'm like, I have no idea. They're just having a field day. In the context of YouTube, that is why I strike channels, and people turning around to insult me for me striking their channel. Strike it's like for what? 6 months? After 6 months, YouTube reverts your channel to normal. I don't think it's a lifetime strike. So in any case, that's a quick update I wanted to give. And for some of you who are like, oh, it's just about, you just shoot a video, it's just that, don't think of the video as only the video, but think about the behind the scenes. When you're watching a movie on TV, you're like, you watch a movie for 1 hour 30 minutes, which you are like, oh, this is just a short movie, but it must have probably taken maybe a year or two to put that together. What you don't see is the most expensive part, not the part you see. So I want to use this opportunity to say a big thank you to so far the people who have started supporting me on my Patreon channel. YouTube isn't making a lot of money to even pay the bills with, and I keep saying that. Having people support me also on Patreon goes a long way to keep me going when it comes to this kind of content I'm creating, and help me keep up with the quality kind of content I produce. A few announcements coming up in the coming weeks, and this channel is evolving and changing, and with more support can help me keep making those kind of quality videos. If you are not in a position to support me, that is fine. You can watch the videos here on YouTube, and that's something as well you can do, watching my videos and sharing with others. It's also a form of support. If you think you like my videos but you still want to take them and use them without my permission and not support me in return, I would really appreciate you don't take the video. It's not by force. You can go out there and shoot the video yourself. To say that you're not in the country, that's why you are still in my video, doesn't validate the fact that you are still taking video that doesn't belong to you. So if you are not in the country and will want to get set footage, you can always fly back into the country and get them. Nothing is stopping you. In any case, I want to say a big thank you to all those who are genuinely supporting the work I'm doing here on my channel and wishing me progress and supporting me in ways that I might not even know of. Some of you organizations have way more resources than I do to shoot even better footage. So don't be greedy by having all those resources, but then stealing from the little content creators who are struggling to make content like that. And it only paints a picture of being a greedy organization. For all those who've used my footage, I don't know all. I know of Joy News and I know of GTV. It only paints a picture of a greedy organization where, although they have everything possible to create such content, they will still take from that very small content creator who is struggling to create such content. So it doesn't look good, and it doesn't make it doesn't paint a good picture about you as an organization. So everything I'm saying is in the realm of YouTube and TV so far, but I recently did I did a search on Facebook, and many of my videos out there being used. It's in the wild, and many people are using my footage without my even notice. So thank you all for the support you've been giving this channel so far. I have a Patreon page where you can subscribe and be donating to this channel in terms of supporting the content I make. It starts from even $1, so you don't need to get a loan to support this channel. You can start from even $1 upwards, and I really appreciate all the support I get in terms of such donations. It keeps this channel going and will help me keep making better content and be able to share them with you here on the channel. And hopefully nobody will come and steal those footage without giving the proper credit and also probably buying the stock footage. You can find a link in the description to where I sell also my stock footage, so you can go through and see which one you would like to use or want to purchase and stuff like that. In any case, that's it for me here in Kenya, Kiambu. Thanks for joining me in this quick update, and yeah, we'll see you in the next video. Bye. It's a beautiful afternoon here in Kiambu, in Dumberry. Fortunate to also have been at an amazing Airbnb spot. I love this place. People normally say the sun shines differently, you know. I think it does to an extent. The clouds are really open today and it's beautiful. Anyway, see you.